If the concern for looseness or binding is not in the steering column, then check the linkage, kingpins, and kingpin bearings and caster before condemning the steering gear. This is particularly true if the concern is for a steering wheel that is off-center or does not return to center after a turn. Worn steering gears will cause problems with turning effort, binding, looseness, hard steering, leaks, and overheating of the power steering fluid. Always check the adjustment of the gear when troubleshooting concerns of loose or binding steering. Beyond that adjustment, the gear will have to be removed and disassembled for further diagnosis. If you suspect the problem is hydraulic rather than mechanical, check the power steering fluid. Low levels of fluid will cause increased steering effort and erratic steering, as well as a noise from the pump. Aerated fluid is an indication of air in the system or a low fluid level that can cause erratic steering effort. Follow the bleeding procedures to purge the air once the fluid is up to operating temperature. If the fluid level and condition is okay, inspect the belt adjustment and the pulley from the power steering pump. There's no check for gear-driven pumps other than mounting. And don't overlook the mounting brackets and bolts that can come loose from vibration for both gear-driven or belt-driven steering pumps. Testing the hydraulic pressures in the power steering system requires the use of a power steering analyzer between the high-pressure hose and the steering gear. Always exercise extreme caution when working around power steering systems because the fluid pressure can exceed 2,500 psi and the fluid temperature can reach 180 degrees. The test procedures will show problems with restrictions in the high pressure or return lines and pinpoint a worn pump or stuck control valve or troubleshoot internal steering gear leakage requiring repair. The power steering pump will have to be removed and disassembled or replaced if the test shows low PSI and low flow indicating a defective pump. High PSI and flow indicates a properly working pump. Normal PSI but more than 1 gallon per minute internal leakage indicates steering gear problems.